Ho, 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 everybody! It's Christmas, and it wouldn't be Christmas without Malaka! I know you were waiting for Malaka's holiday gift card this year, but due to some legal issues with too many 5-year-olds running around with butt plugs that their uncles gave them, we've decided to forego Malaka's holiday gift card this year and instead do Malaka's holiday story time. So today we have prepared a selection of lovely holiday short stories that will be read by your favorite soothing voiced ASMR holiday mascot, Malaka. This first story is called The Night After Christmas. You guys know the night before Christmas, right? It's not that one. It's the night after Christmas, after everything. The kids open the presents and then they poop a lot from Christmas dinner, right? So that's what we're in for today. So let's start the story. 'Twas the night after Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, except for a mouse. What is the mouse? It is a story about soup. Nobody wants a Christmas story about a mouse making soup. This is a stupid story. Okay, we give the story a chance before we judge the story about the stupid mouse soup. Okay, the stockings were flung in haste over the chair, for hopes of St. Nicholas were no longer there. The children were restlessly tossing in bed. Oh, no, they're not tossing. The children were fapping in bed. You know this. No. Don't tell me they were tossing restlessly. No, we know what they were doing. They're playing with their new toys under the sheets. That's what they're doing. Okay. We continue the story. For the pie and the candy were as heavy as lead. No, it's not from the pie and the candy. That's not the... Okay, wait. Okay. While Mama in her kerchief and I in my gown had just decided we would not lie down. This is a very sexual story. That's the night after Christmas is getting very kinky. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, we sprang to the chair to see what was the matter. Away to the window I went with a dash, flung open the shutter, and stuck out my ass. Oh no, I thought I knew where this was going. Apparently it's not. He did not do that. Okay, threw up the I don't know what the sash is. The moon on the breast. Oh, I did know where this was going. Hello. The moon on the breast and the snowfall. No, this is code words. What happened was he mooned out the window. So we were correct in that one. And then they put the breasts in the snow. So we already on the same page here. Okay, let's continue. Gave the luster of a noonday to objects below. I have no idea what that is supposed to mean, but all I know is that they stuck their butt and their breasts in the snow. Which is a good story. It's a good story. Let's continue this story. I'm very excited to see where this goes. When what to my long anxious eye should appear, but a horse and a sleigh, both old-fashioned and... Okay, whoa, hey, wait a second. There's definitely something going on with that butt crack in the snow. You know what I'm saying? This story definitely took... I told you this was a dirty one. Okay, with a little old driver so solemn and slow, I knew at a glance it must be Doctor... Who is this Doctor Bro? Bro, who is this doctor? I drew in my head and was turning around, when up came the doctor with scarcely a... Oh, the doctor's going to stick his feet. He's going to do a prostate exam with your snowy butt, isn't he? I knew this was going to happen. Okay. He wore a thick overcoat made long ago, and on his beard his chin was white with the snow. He spoke a few words and went straight to his work. He felt all the pulses and turned with it. Oh, I told you he felt the pulses and he's doing some jerking. Oh, this is definitely where I thought this story was going. And laying his finger aside of his... Oh, that's gross. You know where that finger just was? You're going to put it in your nose. You just did the prostate thing, and now you're going to put it... This is a kinky story, man. I don't know about this This is a Christmas story? People read it to kids on Christmas. You think Malaka's bad? I don't know, man. The doctor gives prostate exams and then puts his stinky finger in his nose. This is a weird story. Even for Malaka. Okay, let's continue the story with a nod of his head to the chimney he goes. Oh, his finger right back up the guy's chimney now. A spoonful of oil if you have it handy. Oh yes, I know. A spoonful of oil if you have it handy. Touch your salami and make. Oh no, that's not. Okay, wait. Okay, read the story like it says on the page. Okay, no nuts and no raisins except for the ones in MALAKA'S pants. No pies and no candy. These tender young stomachs cannot well digest all the sweets they get. Toys and books are the toys and books? I mean, toys are good. Books! Yuck! No books. Books are terrible. But I know my advice will not find many friends. For the custom of Christmas, the other way tends. The fathers and mothers and Santa Claus too are exceedingly blind. Well, a good night to you. Whoa, this doctor's a jerk. Really, he's going to pass judgment for someone that sticks his finger in someone's butt and then sniffs it up his nose? He's really being very judgmental right now. I heard him exclaim and he drove out of sight. These feastings and candies make doctor's bills right. This was a very anticlimactic end. You know what Malaka would like more out of this story? Is more rustling in bed with more oil and nuts. That's what Malaka would like out of this story. So I give Malaka this story 6 out of 10. It's okay, but the ending was very lackluster. So the first story about the butt doctor was okay, but I feel like Malaka can read a better story today. So the next story is about... This is the longest story title I've ever seen in my life. Grandma teaches her grandchildren about the German Christmas tradition of making sweet biscuits. That's not the first paragraph, that's the title of the story. We're not off to a great start, but I feel like it's probably cookies. So we can do good with a story about cookies, I think. Have you ever wondered about Christmas traditions in other countries? No, I have never wondered. Oh, I'm supposed to say yes. Yes, of course I have. I love other countries and Christmas traditions. Anna's grandma is from Germany. People live in that country? Okay, I guess they can live anywhere now. Every December, grandma invites Anna and her cousins to a biscuit bake. Grandma, just say cookies. Just say cookies. Grandma's like, no, they're healthy. They're biscuits. They're not cookies. No, they're cookies, Grandma. Just say cookies. Just say cookies. Why do we bake these little gingerbread biscuits? Cookies! Grandma, Anna always enjoyed the biscuit bake. Cookie bake. It's an old tradition in Germany. We bake these rather special biscuits in December. Oh, wait a second. Special biscuits, Grandma. You mean you put some marijuana in those biscuits? I see what Grandma called the special biscuits. Don't worry, Grandma. We're on the same page. Okay, I love these old traditions. These biscuits taste the taste and delicious smells of Christmas. Vanilla, cinnamon, ginger, my nuts, oranges, honey, chocolate, and marijuana. Don't lie, Grandma. There's marijuana in those biscuits. Don't lie. It reminds me of my childhood, Anna, and it's a good reason to get all my grandchildren together and stoned for a baking afternoon. Anna smiled around her 2 other cousins, rolling out the cookie dough. They were listening too. Chris looked up. I love the cinnamon stars, especially the thick white frosting on the top. The thick white frosting on the top? That's Grandpa's special frosting, Chris. That's what that is. I bet you're enjoying that. I like the gingerbread men best. Oh, well, yeah, if you like the thick white frosting, you would like the gingerbread men the best, wouldn't you? I think we're learning a lot about Chris right now. Daisy joined in. You can have fun decorating them. Oh, Chris is going to decorate himself with a lot of that white frosting. Grandpa's special frosting, I know that for sure. Grandma smiled as she brought out her box of biscuit cutter shapes. Stars, Christmas trees. Those are pot leaves, not Christmas trees. Just as a clarification, need to make sure that we're all on the same page. Bells, snowflakes. Again, the snowflakes are also pot leaves. They just look a little different. Angels, those are also pot leaf shapes. They just also a little bit different, but they're also pot leaf shapes. Gingerbread men and even stocking shapes. Yes, Christmas was very different when I was a little girl. This is Grandma saying this, not Malaka saying this, okay? Just to be clear, Malaka was not a little girl at any point. So we make sure we're on the same page on that one. Before we had the fancy Christmas tree decorations that we have today, the families in Germany often decorated the Christmas trees with the gingerbread stars, apples, nuts, and little... The grandpa decorated the tree with his nuts too. I saw him do it. He was like, hey, grandpa nuts is good decorations for the Christmas tree. And little red candies. It was such a pretty sight. Grandpa's nuts were a pretty sight? Okay, grandma, I see where you're going. All over the Christmas days, the children would take off the gingerbread stars and nibble them. Apples on a Christmas tree, Chris laughed. Listen, Chris, I don't think you have any place to be judgmental. You were talking about how much you love Grandpa's special frosting 5 seconds ago. So, I think maybe you chill it with the being judgmental, Chris. That's all I'm saying. Grandma explained, after Christmas we took the apples and Grandpa's nuts off the tree too and baked the apples in the hot kitchen oven, stuffed with the chopped nuts, honey, and marzipan. Marzipan sounds like a Greek woman's name. We bake a Greek woman. That was something special. I love these baked apples, especially the Greek woman adds a lot of spice when you stick her in the oven. The 3 children were wide-eyed. Grandma laughed and promised, yes, we will have baked apples with thick vanilla grandpa custard and Greek women tomorrow. And they all decided to make extra biscuits. I'm going to put a little Christmas tree in my room and decorate the old-fashioned German way. Gingerbread stars, apples, and grandpa's nuts. But no candles. Wait, you said candles before? I thought they said candies. You actually... German people, you actually put fire on trees? That's very hardcore. The German people are very hardcore. They're like, I don't care if I burn the house down. I'm heavy metal. Oh my goodness. Far too dangerous these days. Far too dangerous than any days. We'll find some old fairy lights and I'll help you. We used to paint the nuts with gold paint. You mean like Grandpa's nuts? You paint Grandpa's nuts with gold paint? Grandma was enjoying herself. Wait a second. Grandma was enjoying herself under the table, and the Christmas smells of baking marijuana biscuits was so delicious. I bet it was. Alright everybody, that's it for Malaka's Christmas story time. Hope you enjoyed this video and Malaka's soothing ASMR voice while you prepare for your Christmas festivities. Have a happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next Malaka show.